Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome. So I'm gonna do something new. This is my first attempt, my first try, and I'm gonna react within the capacity of a personal trainer. Yes, I've gotten my certification, and we're gonna react to Tammy Lemon making mini pancakes. Yes, so let's get into it. I'm gonna make sure I'm up in this corner right here, and we're gonna get started. So let's get to.
Always be my night sky.
Hello Lamfam, so happy St. Patrick's Day. Over here in the Netherlands today we celebrate Pancake Day. I've never celebrated it before, but I just, I saw it in one of those pamphlets that you get from your store to let you know, like, oh my god, you have to buy this item, like it's on sale. And they were selling a lot of things that had to do with pancakes because it is Pancake Day today. So happy Pancake Day, I guess. I did a little bit of research of like, why do we eat pancakes? I found out that it has to do with like fasting. Some people have this period where they would fast, and then this would be the day after fasting and they would feast on things they could not have, like pancakes and stuff. I don't know how much of that is true because, like if you could choose like to eat anything, why would you choose pancakes? Like,
Why not? They're easy to make. Hey, I looked that up. Pancake Day. Pancake Day in the Netherlands is actually Tuesday, February 21st, 2023. So I don't know why she is saying it would be the same day as St. Paddy's Day, because St. Paddy's Day was just this past Friday, which would be the 17th of March. And Pancake Day is also called Shrove Tuesday, which is the day before Ash Wednesday, observed in many Christian countries through participating in confession and absolution. So, hey, maybe it's a mistake, but hey, we're just gonna get straight into it.
it's something that's very easy, and it might have to do with like it was cheaper back in the day, so maybe that is a thing. I don't know, but it seems a little bit weird maybe. But still, I was like, it's Pancake Day, so let's do something with that. I also found out, by the way, that in let me do a little bit of cheating here. That in England, Ireland, and Australia, that Pancake Day is a thing over there. So if it is, because I'm curious now, let me know. And instead of like doing it after the fasting, you guys probably, if I'm correct or if the internet is correct, you guys celebrate Pancake Day before going into the fasting. So yeah, that was pretty interesting to see. So Pancake Day is something that's also celebrated out of like the Netherlands, which is, funny, because sometimes you just live in your own bubble in your own country and you're like, you're a little bit oblivious for stuff like that. But really nice to discover something new. I had some of these things, poffertjes. I'll insert a picture right here of those poffertjes, and I have bought them like a while ago. I wanted to make them really, really bad, and I didn't do it, and so I was like, these are also like, they are like a sub kind of pancakes. At least, it's the same ingredients. I see them like as little tiny baby pancakes.
Yeah, so they're mini pancakes. We're gonna go forward. So she has the mixture right there. All you need to do is add eggs. I believe it's 2 eggs, 800 milliliters of milk, and some oil. So we are gonna go forward. She has her mix there. We are gonna get straight into it. These are, I guess, mini pancakes, mini Dutch pancakes. You need a specific type of pan. She has hers right there, where you put the batter in these little how would you describe it, like holes, right? Concave holes, I guess. And then you fry them, and that's it. So I did look up a few videos about this, and this is literally what everyone is using for these mini pancakes. So let's see what else she has to say. So she's got that. You gotta put some oil down into these grooves here. You gotta preheat, you gotta put in your batter, and then get it done. So I guess this is what she's doing. I would kind of brush the oil in to make sure, it's uniform and filmed. Let's see if she's gonna do that. Let's go.
Because it has to be really, really hot for it to work right, at least. So let's do that. And then I'm going to make the mixture. You can make these from scratch, by the way, but this is just convenient. It's just like flour in here and stuff. So I have to add some milk, some eggs, and some oil. So let's get myself a bowl and the other ingredients, and let's mix it. So this is 1 egg,
Gotcha.
2 eggs,
2 eggs,
And then I'm going to grab my scale for some milk and some oil. Let's see, I need 3 teaspoons or like tablespoons of oil. So I'm just going to use this spoon. It's just, you know, like a normal spoon to eat off of. Let's add 3 of them. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And lastly, 800 milliliters of milk. So I am going to tare this thing. I am going to put it to millimeters. No, oh my god, like in the previous video I also said millimeters. I mean, of course, like milliliters. So 800 of them.
Gotcha.
780, 790, 800. Ooh,
One thing I will say is typically, wouldn't you want to put in your dry mixture first, like your powder first, before you put in like the milk and the eggs? Or is that just me? I don't know. You tell me in the comments how you would usually do this. Would you put in the egg and the milk and then the powder for last, or would you put in the powder first and then maybe the milk then the eggs?
exactly 800. This is what it looks like. I'm going to just give it a quick mix, and after that I think I'm going to just add this. I will read it through just to be sure, but that's about it for the mixture. Do you see all those oil bubbles? It looks kind of cool. I have thought about, you know, doing it with this mixer machine, but I'm a little bit too lazy to grab that in like the back of my cupboard, so I'm just going to mix it by hand.
I think hand mixing is the way to go. With this, I just use a hand mixer. I would not use any type of machinery.
Pistache, don't keep opening my door. So let's whisk this up.
All right, whisking away.
Let's see if like those same bubbles are going to appear on the surface, like the oil bubbles. Ooh, that's pretty and shiny. It looks cool. I am just going to add in my mixture a little bit at a time because I don't want lumps in here, you know, so I'm going to just whisk it in a little at a time. And yeah, that's about it. Really, really easy. I don't know why I expected it to be like harder. It sounds so stupid now, but yeah. Actually, I'm already fucking it up a little bit because I just read the package and it said like add the dry mixture to a bowl, add your milk, and then after that add in your egg and your oil. But yeah.
See, that's exactly what I thought. I was like, wait a second, aren't you supposed to be doing the dry mixture first and then you kind of add in your milk and then your egg? Or is it just me? Well, I guess, hey, you tell me though. You tell me in the comments, which way would you do? Would you put in the mixture first, the dry mixture, then your milk, then your eggs, or would you do it the way that she did it? You would think though she would have read the instructions first, right?
It was already too late, so that's a shame, but it will probably be fine this way too. So it appears to be thinner than I'm used to because pancakes are pretty thick and this isn't as thick at the moment, and I only have like a little bit of this stuff left, so let's just dump it all in. I do see some clumps in there, but I will just whisk them all out. That's hopefully going to be okay. And
one thing I gotta say, I think it's thin because it doesn't have baking powder, and baking powder is what creates a light, fluffy mixture in your traditional Western like pancakes, right? Like your North American type pancakes. With this, it has to be thin because you're not having baking powder in there, so I think that is why it's very light and not thick. But hey, that's just me. We'll see.
Things are starting to get a little bit like it's getting bluish in here. I forgot to open a window. Very important too. Okay, so one of the windows is open. That's good. Let's add in this remaining powder stuff, and that's about it. So normally, like if you have a pancake, you just, you know, throw it in a pan with like, you know, one of those like large spoons. However, if you would do that in this pan, it's going to be so messy. And so you have like this, a little bottle or flask with like a nozzle on top that you can just squirt it in all those like little holes in there. Yeah, that came out a little bit wrong, but you know what I mean? I will show it to you, but I have to look for it because I know where it is, kind of, but...
All right, so what is she describing here is that you got to put in your batter, your mixture into a container and you squirt it into those holes. Concave holes, right? Yeah, concave holes. And I did look it up, and I've looked at it being done professionally at a restaurant and versus at home, and they all do it the same way. You kind of have your batter into this squirt bottle, you squirt it in, and then it gets fried. You flip it over either using a fork or a toothpick, and you're done. As long as you get that like golden brown texture to it, so it's, you know, done properly, fried properly versus not being overdone, it should be good.
Pietje, no. Oh my god, seriously.
Those cats are so cute.
Come on. Having a smart cat is really cool, but also sometimes annoying. But I am happy that he's able to just open doors by himself. I don't know, but I like the idea that when they're in trouble or something, you know, they can just open the door. Or at least Pistache can. So this...
They're so cute though. Alright, so I can't believe she has 4 cats. That's amazing.
Is as good as already. I'm going to stir it through like a little bit more, but I have to use some power to get all the clumps out. I will be needing both hands for that, so I'll be back. So the mixture is okay. It doesn't have any lumps, or at least like I don't spot any lumps. Maybe there's like a few in there still. So the calories for all of this, like it's pure carbs and some fats. The carbs are on the packet. However, you do have to bake them in a little bit of oil. So you throw in some oil in the pan, you bake them in there. And to have an idea of how much oil I use and to, you know, calculate how many calories extra there is in those things, because that's not on the packet, I'm just going to weigh my olive oil. So it's 458. I am going to write that down right here. 458.
Gotcha.
No, that's 85. In the Netherlands, we pronounce the words like you say 83, we say 3 and 8. So what was I saying? 5-8, right? 458. And then after using it, I can weigh it again to see how much grams of oil I used up. So let's start. Oh no, wait, I have to find that bottle thing first. It's in one of my like kitchen baskets. I think it's in that one or maybe in that one. Well,
all right, so she's gonna pour it into that, and then we are gonna get frying, I guess. So there we go. So she's putting in the oil, and now she's gotta I guess you can't leave it like that, right? You gotta kind of brush it in, because if the oil is like that, you already got your pan heating, it won't be uniform. So you gotta brush it in. Let's see what she does.
Brush it up the sides. At least okay. I thought I had a brush.
Yeah.
Oh, is this it? No. Oh, ugh, it's in here. Ugh. Let me try to clean it. I tried to clean it as good as I could. Let's just divide it. It is going to make some sound though, because this is water and this is oil. They both don't go well together.
Yikes.
Oh my god, this is so nostalgic for me. This is so, I don't know, this feels very Dutch. But again, I'm not...
When the sound of oil mixing with, well, hot oil mixing with water, you get that popping sound. You would think she kind of wipe it off a little bit better than having water, knowing that this is gonna happen, but that's just me.
Not sure if it's Dutch. I have seen eating people poffertjes before on those like street food videos. However, they often eat them like savory, and we over here, we eat them sweet. So let's fill them up.
Whoa.
Oh my god, this is perfect, this thing.
Is she
doing
it?
There was a little lump in there, I think. Now, the first batch, I've never made a first batch without ruining it, so I'm curious about it.
Wait, pause. I think those are a little bit too high because it is gonna expand, right? Yeah, well, let's just see what happens.
Oh my god, last time I did not had this thing, or I didn't use it, one of the two, and it was like a hell. It was so annoying. Like,
I think a little bit below the line would have been good, but hey, that's just me.
it was so messy too. This is perfect. Oh, except for that one. But it will get perfect if you turn them later. So this is what they look like. It's so cute. Now I'm just going to wait for the top to be, for me to be able to turn them over, to flip them over. Oh no, look at it. Some are spilling a little bit, but that's fine. To turn them, you can just use a toothpick. You can use a fork, whatever you like. I am still debating on what to use, but we'll see. Ah, they were so perfect. Don't spill. Oh man. No, not you too. But you see like the bubbles forming. That's a good sign.
Yep.
I also was out of forks, so you know, I'm very happy that I did some dishes. Look at it. Oh my god. Okay, maybe this is my first time ever without ruining the first portion of these. Like it.
All right, so she did fill them a little bit too much. It's her first time. Let's go forward and see what she does. She uses a fork to flip them. You could use a toothpick as well. They actually are coming out pretty good. I like that golden brown look. I love the golden brown look. It's so amazing. So, okay, so that's her first batch. And that's her second batch. Those look kind of burnt there, Tammy. But hey, that's just me. So she pours more batter in. Goes for other rounds because that's a lot of batter for a lot of mini pancakes. Let's go. Okay, so we have those. Those aren't too bad. Those are too burnt for me. No, I'm sorry. That's not it. So I guess this is batch number 3. I guess these are okay. I mean, I'm not a fan of like the darker. I like golden brown, but hey, whatever happens, happens. And I guess that's 4. Let's keep going.
So right now I could add on and just, you know, do these ones. Normally that's something that I would do. However, I am keeping track of how many of these things I'm making. This is like my 4th pen of like these things. There's 15 in it. So 4 times 15, that's like 70. No, it's 60. Oh my God. This is what's left in here. So let's go again. I just realized that, you know, because the ones in the inner circle, they are getting cooked like the most. And so maybe if I start on the outside, that helps too.
Good idea. So wait a second. Let me see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 10. So yeah. So that's 60 already, not 70, 60.
Oh my God, there was a lump. Did you see it? Well, let's continue.
Oh, what is she doing? If she says that the middle is getting a lot hotter, I would wait for like a minute or so. Like a minute, maybe a minute and a half before I pour in the middle.
Fast forward.
And again, she's over pouring. I thought she learned the first, second, third time. Yeah, but that's just me. And here we go again. Another over pour. Oh boy.
I'm almost done, so I am going to use the outer ring now, and I'm just going to add those later, like separately. I think I might have enough for 5 of them. I think, let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 of them. That's alright too. So let's weigh the oil again. That's 418. I'm going to write that down. 418, that means that we have used 40 grams of oil. 40 grams, that's 0.4 times the amount of oil. That's 823. So that's the calories that we use for oil. I was able to make 110 of those things. I already ate 1, so that's why. Divided by 110. Let's also add the calories for the poffertjes themselves. That's 1704. This should be right. So let me calculate that. One of those things has 18.5 calories. So 18.5. Really? But that is without any topping.
Wait a second. So hers says 18.5. Once again, I did come prepared. I looked this up. And on sites like Mine, Dairy, and Carb Manager, they're actually saying each is about 36. So, okay. I guess she's saying 18.5 versus other sites are saying like, for one, it'd be 36. So what's going on there? Why the discrepancy? That's actually a pretty huge discrepancy because you're literally doubling the calories. But hey, we'll figure it out. Let's just continue the video.
Obviously, there will also be some calories for the powdered sugar. Sugar has 4 calories for 1 gram. However, you know, the stuff that you sprinkle on here, that would be like a maximum of maybe 15 grams. That's another added 60 calories. So I'm going to portion it out into 4 portions, and then I'm going to see how much of that portion I am going to eat right now. I did skip lunch for this, so I do have some calories to spare, but let's see. We can turn that off. And this is the entire bowl, and it's a huge bowl. So 109 because I already ate one. Don't they look super cute? So I calculated I can have 18 of those things. So these are 18 of those things. And then the rest of them, I'm going to divide them into 3 for Stefan, my sister, and their husband. And my kitties are super pleased that they are allowed back in my kitchen. Okay, so I am done portioning out. This is for Stefan. This is for my sister and their husband. These are mine. I'm just going to plop them on here. I'm going to cover it with like a plastic foil thingy. And then these ones, I'm just letting them cool. And then I'm going to place them in the freezer because you can just freeze them. And I see Stefan on Monday, and so he can eat them like Monday or Tuesday, we'll see. That's it. I'm going to clean up a little bit. So instead of covering them with some plastic, I'm going to cover them with this. And after my last video, I was debating like, how do you say this? Is this like aluminium? Is it aluminum? And some people said you can just say tin foil. And so, oh my god, thank you so much. I'm just going to call this tin foil. It's fine. It's so easy to pronounce. These are able to just cool off in here, and yeah, it's also cat proof, hair proof. Perfect. Now I'll have to find a solution for this thing. I don't want my cats to be hurt, so I need to find something like a solution for this. I don't want them to jump up here and then, you know, get themselves burnt. Solution, I'm just going to cover it with this pen. This pen is cold, it's pretty sturdy. Perfect. It should be fine. So let's head over.
I went over there and we ate some poffertjes together. We had a lot of fun and they were really, really good. I would have loved them with some butter, but you know, maybe next time.
All right. So she goes over there, she hands them out, and I think that is it. She does a little bit more explanation about pancakes. I guess the Western type pancakes versus these mini Dutch pancakes, and the difference between these, you know, flatter ones versus the thicker ones. Well, they're not really thicker, they're just fluffier. If you look at the difference, these like super flat ones don't have the bacon powder. And these ones do have the bacon powder. So there you go. Done and done. Overall, I think she did a pretty good job. Some did look a bit burnt, but she said they were okay. So let's just go with that. I love that her cats are just like everywhere. I love cats. You know, I have 2 cats. So you know how I feel about cats, right? But overall, good job, Tammy. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this. She said that she did make sure to make sure that her calorie intake was okay, and that the amount of carbs that she was taking in was okay as well. So no problem, no issues whatsoever. So let's wrap this up. Let's see what she has to say, and then we are gonna be out.
Not really to offend people, but it's more of like if you see.
Wait a second. I think this is the part where she starts talking about the history of last names being Pancake.
Oh yeah, they are different too in that way. I think it has to do with like the baking powder that's in the American ones. And we just use flour, eggs and milk, and that's about it. And one last little funny fact. Over here, the name, like the word pancake, pannenkoek in Dutch, is also meant to use like as a way to, it's not really to offend people, but it's more of like if you see someone doing something really stupid, some people say like, oh my god, serious, you pancake, oh, pannenkoek. So yeah, it is used as a little bit of like not a swear word, but like an offensive word sometimes, but not really offensive. At least I don't think most people would see it as offensive. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, lemons. I will be back on Monday. Enjoy your day. Happy St. Patrick's Day, because it's also St. Patrick's Day. That's why I'm wearing a little bit of like green. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a great day wherever you are, and come on, no, don't do that. And I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Bye, Lampa. Do you want to say no? Don't you? Oh, I'm sorry, you can still lick my face. You're cute. Oh, come on.
All right, so I guess we're gonna wrap this up. Tammy did a very good job. And you guys tell me, what do you guys think about this? Me reacting in the capacity of a personal trainer. Tell me what you like, what you didn't like, what I should improve on, what was good, what wasn't good. Leave me a comment. Tell me about that in the comment section below. And I guess I am out, and we'll see you lovely people another time. Take care. Have a good one. Peace.